Hey guys, another video from the Anti-Nerd here, bringing the review of the new Superior Spider-Man of the Marvel Legends collection by Hasbro. I did not want to buy this figure on my first impressions on the figure because I was trying to get another figures, but then someone commented and asked me to do a review on that, and I thought, I might as well just get it while it's on retail price, which is $29.99. I think I paid $30.99 plus taxes. I live here in California. This is the packaging. I really like this square packaging, as I mentioned before. Here's a quick look at the figure. It uses the Sunfire body mode, which we have seen on the VHS 2-pack with the Vulture. But this one comes with a $5 extra charge, right? So they consider an extra. As you can see, it seems based on the return of the Spider-Man, the Superior Spider-Man on the comic books, not the original run from Humberto Ramos and Dan Slott. But this $5, where is it exactly, right? The value. There's some nice sculpting there. We do get an extra head, which has some nice detail on the reflection of building or glasses. I like the other head more, but this one is cool as well. We're gonna put it on the figure later. The red is very vibrant. I like this detail on the lower arm part, the gray with the red circle thing. I feel like it's a standard thing, the complete set of hands, the 6 Spider-Man hands, but this one, the crawling hand, is more like an evil sharp hand, which you can see on his left hand right there that I put. So where is this $5 extra, right? I think it's in the tentacles. It's the only explanation, because that Iron Spider from Civil War was $34.99. So this one, at least we have the tentacles, but it's $29.99, which I don't think it's that bad considering they're charging $50 for a deluxe figure. So this Spider-Man would be between a deluxe and something normal, but comes with the tentacles, the extra head, and the complete set of hands, right? So as you can see, his hands on the comic, they are more pointy, right? It makes him look less heroic. So just a like little detail to notice between the difference between the design of the regular Spider-Man and the Superior Spider-Man. There's the flipping hands. As you can see, there's also some detail on the paint because it's half black, half red. And it does come with 2 backpacks, one with the holes so you can put the tentacles, and one without it. So I think that's nice. Like, it's simple things, but it's nice. And the tentacles move quite well. One of mine almost broke, but other than that, I had no issue with it. They are very articulated for an accessory like that, and they do add a lot to the figure, make him look more badass. And also, Dr. Octopus has 4 tentacles, so it makes sense. So this is the VHS Spider-Man mode I was talking about. As you can see, it's almost the same, but the Superior has toe articulation, which the VHS does not come with toe articulation. But the tentacles do add, make him look more badass. But one thing I noticed is the ab crunch is a little weird on this figure. Although the painting continues, and that's good, it looks so weird when you stretch it all the way, because the VHS Sunfire mode, it doesn't allow you to go so far, and I don't know what happened here. They clearly have a bunch of pieces to reuse by now, but this figure, it doesn't look bad. I would recommend the figure mostly for people that don't have a huge amount of Spider-Man in their collection, or that are having a hard time getting Spider-Man that resembles more of a classic look, although this one quite doesn't. But still, his up part, the head and the torso, does remind of a regular Spider-Man, and he does come with the web hands. So this could be one of your main Spider-Mans in your collection. And I know a lot of people dig toe articulation, so there it is. It's on this figure, right? Here's the extra head again. I was mostly also getting this figure to try to do the head swap with my other Spider-Man figures. But as you can see, it's not as easy because if I put this head on my retro Spider-Man right here, you're gonna see that it quite doesn't have the same proportions, because the retro Spider-Man, he ends up looking as if he doesn't have a neck. It looks quite odd, and you will see that there's something wrong with the proportions. Like, it's not as bad, but you definitely see that's not the same mold. You know, those figures are made for a certain type of proportion, right? And the retro Spider-Man, it has been out for almost 5 years, so I wouldn't imagine that they were trying to match those old ones necessarily. I also tried to put the other heads on the Superior Spider-Man, and it looks weird. It looks like as his neck is just too skinny. You see the proportions, his head is taller than it should be, so it does not look good. So I was a little disappointed with that, because I expected the heads to match more my other Spider-Mans, because I like collecting extra Spider-Man heads, right? But anyway, it's still a nice figure. It is pinless. My joints are not super stuck, super hard on this one. It does feel very smooth. The plastic is a quality plastic. The painting is also, I have no complaints about the painting. I really like how unproportional, uneven the lines on the webs are on the red part. I think it really adds to that more messy look. But I do feel like the original Marvel Legends 2014 figure resemble more the original run of the Superior Spider-Man, because of mostly the eyes, the glasses, right? So that's why I believe this new one is an adaptation of this return in the comics, not the original run. Let me know in the comment section if you agree with that, if I'm correct, or am I tripping, right? But the old one, it still holds up aesthetically. If you're really into Superior Spider-Man, just get both. But this new one is definitely an improvement regarding articulation, quality, painting. But, you know, if you're a very hardcore Superior Spider-Man fan, I would say get both, because the other one reminds me more of that original Superior Spider-Man look because of the glasses. Okay, so there is with the extra head, the one with the reflection effect. I prefer the other one, but this one makes him look more serious. I do feel like the tentacles add a lot to the aesthetic of the figure. It makes him look more badass, more evil, more powerful. And I feel like it's worth kind of the extra price, right? Because the Archangel, it's $40, not $30. And it's considered a deluxe. And it doesn't come with so many extra things, right? Oh, they say the wings justify that, but I know the wings use more plastic, but these tentacles are not bad quality. They move. All of those little ball joints there, they move, which I was a little surprised by the quality of the tentacles, to be honest. Okay, so I'm gonna give a grade, I'm between 7 and an 8, but I'm gonna give this guy an 8 out of 10, just because I think he looks good. I think the packaging is really compact. The price is not that bad, considering Marvel Legends, how they've been escalating with the inflation and all. And the tentacles are one of the nicest features on this particular figure, right? But I was a little disappointed with the heads and the fact that I cannot reuse it in my other Spider-Man figures. But as I said, if you don't have many Spider-Mans in your collection, this might be a good add to your collection. I think from the last year, the best Spider-Man that came out were the Scarlet Spider-Man and this one. But, you know, maybe you're not a fan of both, because they're pretty alternative versions of Spider-Man, right? So it's really up to you. I want to show you a little bit of the comics I got. I haven't read it yet, but this is supposedly the return of the Superior Spider-Man in the comics. It seems that this one is like a memory of the Superior Spider-Man, and then the one in the package seemed that they grabbed the existence of the Superior Spider-Man out of the Spider-Verse reality, right? Which is the explanation that they gave for us so they could introduce Spider-Boy into the universe, because Spider-Boy was already a thing that was canon in this Spider-Verse, but you don't remember him because he was erased from the Web of Life, right? So they bring him back. So I think they might have done something similar with Superior Spider-Man. I'm not sure. I still have to read that. I highly recommend to read the original, at least the Superior Spider-Man storyline, which is The Amazing Spider-Man issue 700. Very good, from 697 to 700. It's very good arc. The storyline is great. It's very touching, very emotional, the issue 700. And then there's a lot of good moments in the original Superior Spider-Man run. As you can see, Spider-Boy there, he's talking with Spider-Man, and I feel like they will introduce Superior Spider-Man in this universe as being a part of the Spider-Man verse, but I'm not sure. So this is Mark Bagley. I was surprised how it doesn't look as good as Mark Bagley used to be. I'm gonna show you an old Mark Bagley magazine. I know you probably know him from Ultimate Spider-Man, which might be his peak, but this 90s artwork of Mark Bagley is really, really good. I know the ink makes a difference, but still it makes him look as if he was doing a better job, right? As you can see, it's right here that he is the guy that draws this. So look at this, it looks really cool. Of course, the colors are more vintage, but old Mark Bagley, 90s Mark Bagley, is really, really good. I think it's a little more minimalistic / cartoonish / lazy nowadays, but look at this 90s Mark Bagley. It looks really, really interesting. So extra backpack, nice packaging, $29.99. This looks really good in your shelf. So yeah, an 8 out of 10 for the new Superior Spider-Man. Keep in tune with the channel, and yeah, check this head here. It looks good. The web proportional. I just don't like how the shoulders have this little hole here. It looks a little odd to me, because if you take a look at the retro one, you can fix that more quickly, because you can see there's no void there. There's no empty space between the shoulders. It's slightly smaller, this space, and if you put his arms up, you quickly readjust, unlike the Spider-Man that still has the little space right between the shoulders and the arms. So 8 out of 10 because of that, and because of the lack of compatibility between the heads and other Spider-Man body modes, but it's still a nice looking figure, right? I hope they keep releasing more obscure, more alternative versions of Spider-Man for Spider-Man fans. Very excited to see what they're gonna do with the Maximum Spider-Man body mode, but I hope they don't go super greedy on that, right? So there you go, my review of the Superior Spider-Man. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned to the channel, subscribe, and see you later, guys.